Good afternoon, Philippines. Mike Padua here, and we're back to our latest update. And we are now opening the coverage on severe tropical storm MARING, which rapidly reached tropical cyclone status yesterday evening. And from a very large monsoon depression, it started to constrict last weekend. And it's now a tropical storm, and eventually at this moment it became a severe tropical storm. And this is our update on MARING. And Nando is no longer cyclone since Pag-asa mentioned it was absorbed by MARING, but other agencies like the Joint Typhoon Warning Center shows that Nando became the dominant one. So both are, we respect both agencies on their decision. Okay, so here's now the latest for this Monday afternoon, October 11, 2021, and this is our English version on the cyclone. Let's begin with our fast animation. Here comes the tropical storm, a very large tropical storm, around 900 kilometers in radius. The wind radius around 900 kilometers. When we measure it in diameter, it's around 1,800 kilometers. So it's classified as a very large tropical cyclone. And right now, the winds of 55 kph can be felt all down here across the Bicol region and portions of MiMaRoPa, while over at Okinawa and northern tip of Taiwan, 55 kph gale force winds are being felt as well. And areas of northern and portions of central Luzon is getting strong winds from this system, gusting up to 60 to 80, sometimes 100 kph, especially if you are in the Cagayan Valley area and the vicinity of the Batanes, Babuyan, Cubao Islands. So there you go. It's slow down a little bit, but it's starting to accelerate further, and it is expected 90% to pass along the northern shorelines or across the offshore areas of northern Cagayan or along the Babuyan Cubao Islands later tonight. Okay, and the southwesterly surface wind flow is now known as the enhanced Southwest Monsoon, since the wind speed has doubled and reaching around 30 to 60 kph gustiness, affecting Palawan, western Visayas, as well as the western sections of Mindanao. And here comes tropical storm Namtune. Okay, this is another tropical storm, but based on the forecast, it will start to recurve away from the western Pacific. So this system is now moving west-northwest at a speed of 20 kph, and it will eventually move out of the Philippine area of responsibility tomorrow morning. So it's quite a fast-moving system due to the strengthening of high pressure area here to the north of the tropical storm. Now let's take a look at the fast animation. This is the fast animation from Japan Meteorological Agency. We got to slow this down first, and then we're gonna make it move faster. Let me see. So there you go. The software of this animation is sometimes gone haywire. So that's the system. It's really a severe tropical storm right now, intensifying from 75, 85, and right now it's 95 kph. And there are some strong winds right now over these areas of northern Luzon, and some heavy rainfall here along the areas of the Cordillera and Cagayan Valley region. And the edge of this circulation is also affecting Metro Manila with on and off light rains, but the heaviest of the monsoon, this is no longer directly a part of this of the tropical cyclone, is bringing some heavy rainfall as well, and westerly to southwesterly winds across MiMaRoPa and western Mindanao. So this is the enhanced Habagat Southwest Monsoon probably the last, but it will still persist within this week. But next week there might be a new surge of northeasterly surface wind flow from China, so it might be the beginning, okay, or the first glimpse of the northeasterly surface wind flow, or the northeast monsoon, which is set to begin this month of November. So here's the zoom in satellite animation from windy.com. Here comes the slightly organized circulation of MARING. It's currently here, and it's likely to traverse the areas of Babuyan Cobab Islands, passing over or just to the south of Calayan Island. So bad weather will continue throughout the night since the system has a very large circulation, although they might see some sunshine penetrating across this circulation of MARING because of some portions which is not yet developed. Some dry air are moving in along the northern portions of this tropical storm. But as you can see how large is this system, so it's already affecting northern portions of central Luzon and the whole of northern Luzon, and it will be becoming more frequent here along the northern edges of Luzon. Now we are going to show to you the areas of Bicol region and Metro Manila. Right now we are experiencing some moderate to strong winds from the southwest, and we are still on the clear portion of the circulation. Okay, it's cloudless here, some dry air penetrating over the Bicol region, so we are experiencing some winds of up to 40 to 50 kph, and the rains are being blocked by the landmass of Occidental Mindoro. But later on, once the system exits the Philippine area of responsibility tomorrow, this large area of monsoon clouds, okay, over Palawan, and having also being rainfall across Visayas, Negros, and Cebu, and western Mindanao. These clouds will start to migrate towards the north, and we might be having some rains and cloudiness across the Bicol region, northern Visayas, that includes Panay, and also Metro Manila, once the system moves out of the Philippine area of responsibility. So tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we could expect the southwest monsoon to migrate over our areas, because it will follow the movement of the tropical storm MARING. Okay, so we're going to zoom this out. So there you go. If you want to see the zoom out picture of the tropical cyclone, so it's like we are in the middle of some good weather with some winds, but like I said, once the system moves here, these clouds will migrate across the northern portions of the Visayas, Mindoro, Romblon, Marinduque, southern Tagalog provinces, and Bicol region. So watch out for that. Let's hope that the rains will not be strong enough, and we will keep you updated by tomorrow. And here's now the track from Typhoon 2000. This is storm track number 3, since it only developed into a tropical cyclone yesterday as a conventional tropical cyclone. During the past few days, other agencies is already treating it as a tropical cyclone, but we've studied the tropical weather, tropical cyclones, and we have this term as a monsoon depression. Once that the winds are along the periphery, it's not yet a fully blown tropical cyclone. So when the cloudiness constricted yesterday, and the circulation of MARING was absorbed by Nando, or vice versa, it's very hard to, since they have their own decision making, these weather agencies, but the Joint Typhoon Warning Center shows that Nando, or 94W, is the dominant center. It eaten MARING, okay, and it developed now as a tropical storm. So there you go. That's the track from Typhoon 2000. It will pass over the Babuyan Group of Islands tonight between 6 to 11 p.m. with some minor landfall. So no major landfall yet, just some minor landfalls across these islands, or islets of Babuyan Group of Islands. So stormy weather will persist overnight across northern Luzon, and tomorrow until Wednesday, it's the Southwest Monsoon that will take over. So residents along the western sections of Luzon, Bicol region, western Visayas, MiMaRoPa, expect those thick dark clouds to migrate northward over our area. So let's hope that it won't do any flooding. But definitely here across northern Luzon, it's really bad weather as of this time. Here's the Asian agency's tracks on Kompasu, or MARING, that's the international name. And it's currently all of the Asian agency agree that the system will pass over the Babuyan Group of Islands in the Balintang Channel or along the Luzon Strait. Okay. And by tomorrow morning, or before noon, it will move out of the Philippine area of responsibility. Most of them are around 50 or 45 to 50 knots, but majority of them is now a severe tropical storm like JTWC, Pagasa, Korean Meteorological Agency, Taiwan, or Central Weather Bureau of Taiwan, and also Beijing. So it's likely to still intensify at near typhoon strength, but once it exits the Philippine area of responsibility tomorrow afternoon or evening, it may become a Category 1 typhoon because of good upper level environment and still warmer sea surface temperatures. The wind shear for the past 24 hours has begun to, let me show it to you. Later on, we will return to that wind shear factor. And here's the global models on Kompasu. So there you go. So it will move straight west because of a building high pressure ridge over China. While the other one, Namjoon, it will start to recurve within the next 48 to 72 hours without any touching landmass of the Western Pacific and Asia and mainland Asia. And here's the rainfall accumulation for the next 24 hours, since this forecast was plotted 8 p.m. last night. So this is valid until 8 p.m. tonight. So there you go. It looks that the European model is right all along. Some light rain here and clear weather across Bicol region, Metro Manila, portions of Mindoro, but rainy along western and central Visayas, western Mindanao, and Palawan because of the Southwest Monsoon, while here over northern Luzon, they will be experiencing moderate, heavy to at times intense rainfall or extreme rainfall of more than 100 millimeters. So that will be the forecast between 8 p.m. last night and 8 p.m. This evening. But tomorrow, this violet thing or the intense rainfall is already here. Let's move it towards the next 3 days. So you can see the line of violet. That's the movement of the storm. So as you can see, Metro Manila and Bicol region, because for the next 3 days, the Southwest Monsoon will migrate northward. It will follow the circulation of the large tropical storm MARING. So the Southwest Monsoon will eventually migrate up north, affecting western Visayas. Actually, it's already affecting western Visayas. I mean, affecting Mindoro and portions of western and central Bicol region. That includes Naga, Pasacao, the western sections towns of Camarines Sur, western Albay. So those facing Regay Gulf, so expect some on and off rain because of the enhanced Southwest Monsoon, and some rainfall as well here over Metro Manila, southern Tagalog provinces, and portions of central Luzon. So folks, please take all necessary precautions against possible flooding, landslides when we have the onset of the monsoon, brought about by this very large system, which is around 1,800 kilometers in diameter. It's quite a large system. It's the first time we've seen this for the past within the past 5 years. So since we have La Nina, it's common, and it interacts also with the Madden-Julian oscillation, the wet phase. These are the 30 to 45 cycle of wet and dry conditions across the Western Pacific. When we have the wet phase of the Madden-Julian oscillation, and it interacts with the La Nina conditions, it will generate very large weather systems, just like Lani, and now it's tropical storm or severe tropical storm MARING or Kompasu. So here's the forecast for tomorrow afternoon. If we forward it, Kompasu will now be outside of power, but look at the southwest monsoon migrating north, affecting us. So please take all necessary precautions, and it's very dangerous across the archipelago, across the coastal waters of the Philippine Islands because of the large system and the southwest monsoon. So it's not advisable to go out fishing, because the waves will eventually be larger. Okay, and on Wednesday, still the southwest monsoon is weakening, but there are thunderstorms, lots of thunderstorms across most parts of the Philippine Islands. And on Thursday, the tropical storm MARING is no longer there. It dissipated over Vietnam, and we have another forming shallow LPA, probably here east of Cagayan Valley, and it might develop into another tropical depression west of Manila. So as you can see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's gonna be a rainy afternoon or evening across most parts of the Philippine Islands. And on Saturday, there you go, heavy rainfall again across Metro Manila. So please take all necessary precautions. Let's hope that the forecast model will still change. That's still around 4 to 5 days from now. But that's the latest from the European model. So this is the shear tendency. The winds on the upper level of the atmosphere, which block any development of tropical cyclones, has started to weaken. It's now weakening. That's why Kompasu or MARING rapidly intensified into a severe tropical storm. And it may still develop here because of weakening shear environment over the northern portion of South China Sea and West Philippine Seas. And here's the graph shot yesterday. Let's try to create this later this evening. So right now the storm is here. Okay, right here. We just have to move the circle like that. And Namjoon is now here. It will move there. And the line rack is already dead. Okay, dissipated into a shallow LPA. So that's it. That's the latest. So folks along Cagayan Valley, particularly Batanes, Bawing of Islands, Northern Cagayan, the rest of Northern Luzon, please take all necessary precautions of continuing on and off heavy to intense rainfall brought about by the large circulation of this tropical storm, and also the wind area of 60 to 100 kph gustiness is covering or spreading across Northern Luzon. So again, we will be returning again tomorrow to give you more update on this weather system from Typhoon 2000. This is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always. Be #weatherwiser. And thank you so much for watching our channel.